moving to Canada.
Oh my god. We're moving to Canada! Hey guys, welcome back. Hi. For once, Connor's back in a video. It's been a long time. It's pretty much been my own channel. But as you could tell from the start of the intro, we're actually moving to
Canada.
Canada. So we're really excited. We've sort of been keeping this a secret for a while. Some people on Instagram have known. But we are... Or actually, maybe we should introduce ourselves first for people that don't know who we are. I'm Beck and this is Connor, and we've got two kids, Tilly and Riley, both one's 4 and one's 14 months.
Oh my god. I thought you forgot how old he was.
Yes. Oh my god, it's 44 degrees in outside, so it's really hot in here. We don't have the fan on because we're trying to record a video, so I am stinking hot. Okay, so the little man just woke up. He was having a sleep before, and we got the baby monitor here, and he just woke up. So he's joining us in for this little part, and then he might go off and have a little snack soon. So a lot of our close family and friends, when we say that we're moving to Canada, often say to us, why Canada? It's so bloody cold over there. And we're like, well, yeah, of course, it's Canada. And our reaction to that is, well, it's so bloody hot here in Australia that we can't deal with it. We like being outdoors all the time. We find it really difficult being stuck in a house, 40-something degrees, snakes outside, March flies. I know I sound whingy, but it's just terrible where we live in Australia. So Canada just seems maybe too good to be true. Maybe we're going to be disappointed. So we're going to go through a list of reasons why we've chosen Canada. A few... Hello. Hello. You wave? No, so tired, you're waking up. A few other countries, we were looking at Ireland, which is obviously where Connor's from, but we can't afford the land that we're after in Ireland. And some of the other things like trekking up mountains and the rivers and country music and rodeos, all that stuff isn't in Canada, in Ireland. And we were also looking at New Zealand, but it's a little bit closer and the employment rate's pretty low over there, and yeah. Canada was the winner for us. So my main reason for Canada was obviously rodeos, horses, country music festivals and the Calgary Stampede and just all the cowboy, cowgirl sort of side of Canada, and especially in Alberta. Alberta is the main state or province, I think they call it over there, for country sort of music and rodeos and everything.
Another reason we chose Canada is it's got a very similar agricultural background, which is my field of employment at the moment. So I've got a good opportunity of getting work over there very easily. Yeah,
and advancing it a lot more than what he does here at least. So another reason is the weather. Like obviously it's very cold over there, but I've been told by a lot of Canadians looking on Instagram, following chat forums, that Canada has true seasons. They have their autumn. Their autumn is fall, isn't it? Yeah, we call it autumn. They have fall, spring, summer and winter over there, although, I don't know, maybe it's turning a lot more of winter over there compared to yeah, do you think?
But it's turning into a lot more summer over here.
Yeah, and I think I'd rather the cold.
The next reason would be the acreage that's affordable over there, definitely in our price range compared to here. To get something decent over here that we are happy with all the criteria that we need, it becomes very expensive, whereas Canada, from what we've seen on the internet, looks like it's a lot more affordable for what we want. So
yeah, their farms have barns already and horse arenas and a nice house, whereas in Australia, if you want a farm, normally like in our price range anyway, you're going to end up with a fibro house. You have to put your own barn and horse facilities on it if you want those. So it just looks like it's sort of a given in a lot of the agricultural properties over there.
The houses look like they're better quality for our price range, so
compared to Australia.
Yeah.
Alberta was a province that we chose, obviously because of all those reasons, but also Chinooks, which is apparently a warm wind that comes through, and it can make the temperature go from the negatives to the positives like within a couple of hours or something. So that's something that really made us
not so worried about the
not so worried about the cold. I mean, it does sound pretty bad and you're going to be cold over there, but it's not as cold as some of the other provinces, especially north of Alberta. Another few points is obviously the snow and Christmas, where I've never ever had a cold Christmas. I've always had 40-something degree Christmases with barbecues and beers and shorts and bikinis, and it's just never been like a nice snowy Christmas. Connor has in Ireland, but you don't really get snow in Ireland in Christmas that often, do you? Not like Canada.
Every second Christmas.
Yeah. So I haven't had that, and it would just be nice to have that in Canada, have all the Christmas carolers and the music and a real Christmas, like off Home Alone or something. We did think about staying in Australia, and we did actually go over east. We're in Western Australia, went over to Sydney, flew over there with Tilly while I was pregnant with Riley, and we hired a Winnebago RV thing and drove around all the areas that we would be interested in, and it was just, there would have been no jobs where we wanted to go, and there was no real estate that we could afford. So we've finally bitten the bullet. We're heading off to Canada this December for 13 days, and we're flying into Calgary, going straight out to the mountains to Canmore and Banff for 8 or 9 nights, and then 3 nights in Calgary City. So the whole idea of that was so we could go and have a look at a bit of real estate, go and have a look at just the mountains, see if we can hack the cold before we make the huge life-changing decision to actually like pack everything up, the dogs, the kids, everything, like, and go from Australia all the way to Canada.
So aside from just having a holiday, one of our main reasons going over there is to really see if we can get used to the climate, the cold weather, see if how small the small towns are and if we'd be comfortable living in those areas, and to see if there is any job prospects there that we could possibly see ourselves working in, and then obviously living in that environment.
So as some of you already know, our house here in Australia is already up for sale. So pretty much after this trip that we're going on, the holiday to Canada is over, and we've definitely made up our mind that we're 100% moving, which we're 99% at the moment. Once the house sells, we're going to pretty much pack up and go over there and get a job lined up before we go and start the working holiday visa. So Connor's already done that once. He did that for coming over here to Australia from Ireland, and he's now got his citizenship. He's been granted it. He just needs to wait for the ceremony day, and then he is an Australian citizen. And then we're now going to try and become Canadian citizens. So we're going to do the working holiday visa for 2 years. In Australia, the cut-off is age 35, and I'm 32, so we're going to get the ball rolling soon because, as Connor would say, I'm old. Shut up. He's, 2 years younger than me?
A lot younger. Let's just say a lot younger.
Once we've got the working holiday visa, we'll head off over there. We're going to fly the dogs over there too a couple of weeks after us. We'll be staying in an Airbnb for a couple of weeks until we get a rental. Connor's phone's going off. And then once we've had the working holiday visa for the 2 years, we're able to apply for our permanent residency. But you can sort of start that process after 1 year of being there on the working holiday visa. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be showing you guys the whole process as well as all our travel vlogs. We're actually going to Canada for 12 days, and then we're going to Ireland for 2 weeks after, and then back to Australia. We're actually a little anxious because we have had a lady come in twice, or she's coming in for a second viewing of our house on Saturday. So if we were to, luckily, hopefully, we're not complaining, sell the house on Saturday, that is 2 weeks before, a week and a half before we go on our holiday. Then we're away for 4 weeks. So that brings it to 5.5 weeks, and you only get 8 weeks to get out of your house. So that means as soon as we come back from our holiday, we only have 2.5, 3 weeks to vacate and move to Canada. So we'll have to see what we'd end up doing, possibly rent in Australia for a little bit longer and then head on over to Canada if we sell the house this weekend. Fingers crossed. So if you're interested in following our journey with the whole visa process, whether you're moving from another country to Canada or whatever, at least you'll be able to see what we're going over there and looking at. We're going to be looking at how much groceries are going to be costing, the cost of cars, the real estate that we're looking at, the climate, how much the kids are going to love it. So yeah, if it's something you guys are interested in, please subscribe, like, comment below. Let us know if you have any tips on our upcoming trip. It's literally in 14 days. So, yeah.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. Oh, and hit that notification bell, because if you don't, sometimes we get lost in your subscription list and you won't see when a new video comes up. If you hit that notification bell, it will let you know on your phone or your computer that we've put a new video up.
Alright guys, until next time.
Say bye!
Bye!
Bye! Dummy.
Bye!
See you guys!
Bye!
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations. Oh, 'cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken, 'cause you glue all the pieces back together.